Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you are having a great week and that you're going to have a great weekend ahead of you. I want to do a live video today for you about two particular things. First of all, holistic health coaching. What the heck is it anyway? I've been really discovering more and more that there are many people out there who don't understand what a health coach, in general, what a health coach does. And then when you add the holistic word to it, what holistic means. And then the second piece that I want to talk about is why someone should consider then investing in support from a holistic health coach such as myself. So to get started, I'm going to just dig a little deeper into the words holistic health coach. Holistic, starting with the first part, holistic, according to the American Holistic Health Association, they said it well, and so I wanted to use their definition for holistic. It is an approach to life. Holistic is an ancient approach that considers the whole person and how the person interacts with his or her environment. And what really stands out that stands out for me is that this is an ancient approach, not a new approach, something that's been around for a long time. And with it being an approach to life, I look at that as a lifestyle. It is something that requires a specific mindset. And holistic looks at someone's mind, the thoughts that they have going on in their head. It also looks at the person's body, the physical aspects of a person. And then third, it considers the person's spirit and their spiritual side. And you may have heard people talk about mind, body, and spirit, and how wellness, the definition of wellness is that in order to be well, in order to live happy and well, many people talk about the importance of addressing all three of those areas, mind, body, and spirit. So as a holistic health coach, I also want to add in the part about, or re-emphasizing the part about looking at the whole person, not simply looking at someone and saying, oh, you have arthritis, or oh, you have migraines, or oh, you have, digestive symptoms. So really, holistic goes away from looking simply at symptoms and looking at the whole person and what's going on with them mentally, physically, and emotionally to get a better understanding and a whole picture view of the person's situation. And what I found with my own experience and my own journey to improved wellness and starting with digestive challenges and trying to come back from digestive challenges is that I needed a holistic approach. I was getting, a piece here and a piece there from different people and different professionals, specialists, different doctors. But what I really needed was someone who could take these pieces and put it all together for me and with me and support me in making those changes in my life that I needed to make. And sometimes making changes is not always easy. We can meet resistance, and that's why I am such an advocate for investing in a coach. And I like to think about a health coach in a way similar to maybe other coaches. So when you think of coaches, if you're tuning in here, feel free to comment. What types of coaches are you aware of? Like in what realm are you familiar with coaching? So what types of people seem to hire coaches? In what profession do they do that? Let's see, I don't see any comments yet, but I am thinking, of course, first and foremost about sports. And, are there any teams in professional sports, or even not just professional, in minor leagues even, do those teams go without a coach? And most likely you've thought about it and said, no, they don't go without a coach. So then think about why. Why would a sports team who wants to be successful go without a coach and say, oh no, I can do this all myself. I'm going to do the training all myself. We're going to work together as a team, but we don't need a coach to bring us all together and make sure that we're functioning as a team. So I like to think about sports and how important a coach is needed in that realm, but also not necessarily thinking about a coach, but making sure that you're reaching out to people that are a good fit for your needs. And the reality is there are people out there that are very talented, have a lot of knowledge, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're a good fit for you, whether in coaching or for some other area of your life. So I like to use the example of when your car is having a major issue, who do you go to see about your car issues? Would you take your car to, there's some funny things we could think about. Would you take your car to a doctor, let's say, and want them to fix your engine issue in your car? Or would you take your child to a vet when they're having a health issue? Just really making sure that the people you're seeking out are in alignment with your needs. And a health coach, I firmly believe, with the knowledge and skills that I know I have and experience, personal experience with my health journey, really, really think that's important. Making sure that the person that you're going to has the tools, has the experience that you need that will best help you get healthier and be able to work well with you and it be a nice team, so to speak. So maybe you can think about a health coach and you as the client working together and picturing yourself as almost like a sporting team. So if it's usually there's not a team of two, but I guess you could have a team of two like in doubles in tennis, and you and your coach are both working together for your success. And without a coach, often what happens is people struggle and fall out of the habits that they've been trying to create, and it often leads to a lot of frustration, thinking we can go at things alone rather than seeking the support of someone who can sometimes see things that we don't see for ourselves. And so that all ties into the why should I consider investing in the support of a health coach like myself. And I recently was thinking about my company, Upgrade Your Life Health Coaching, and I loved that word upgrade, which is why I called my company Upgrade Your Life Health Coaching. And think about all the things in your life that you might want to upgrade or you regularly upgrade, such as your home. Maybe you redo certain areas of your home, you upgrade your kitchen, or you upgrade your bathroom. Maybe you get tired of the car you're driving, and so after so much time, you trade it in and you upgrade to a new car. Maybe this is pretty easy to relate to. Phones. How often are we upgrading our technology, upgrading our phones because they're becoming outdated rather quickly? Same thing with our computers, our laptops. And so I just really want you to stop and think and reflect on when was the last time you took a good amount of time, and I would say over time, not just a one-time thing, but where you really took time for yourself and worked on self-reflection, what's going well in your life, what would you like to improve upon, This could be related to your health and wellness, of course. It could be related to your finances, your job, your relationships with people in your life, thinking about your satisfaction with those areas. And if you're not happy with those areas, do you think it might be time for an upgrade? And then the next step would be, yeah, if yes, I'm ready for an upgrade, I'm committed to putting in the effort to make these changes happen, then the next step logically is to figure out, do I need support? And for me, that's a big yes. I realize I can't do everything on my own, and I need support for things. So once you've gotten to that, yes, I need support, then the next step is, who would be a good supportive person for you? And I think many of you know that what I'm really passionate about is health and wellness coaching, specifically supporting people, often women, who are struggling with the symptoms and chronic symptoms that go along with autoimmunity and digestive challenges. Some of you may have heard of leaky gut. That's something that I talk about, inflammation. And if you're someone who is struggling to really understand what a diagnosis of autoimmunity or digestive challenges, inflammation, leaky gut mean for you, and you've been trying to seek out answers, but you've been really kind of getting frustrated with either a lack of information, a lack of support, lack of understanding and compassion, I'm someone who may be a good fit for you, since I went through my own challenges for about 7 years, trying to seek out that same support and find someone who understood what I was going through and had, most importantly, I would say, not just the knowledge and skill, but the compassion to be able to stand by me and support me through the journey, which was not a quick and simple journey, but well worth it to regain my health. And I just have such an appreciation for health and the value of health. And so I wanted to do this Facebook Live for you to be able to discuss and really think about, how much is your health and wellness worth it to you? What would your life look like, perhaps, if you were healthier than you are now? Or if some of those symptoms that you've been dealing with for quite some time were no longer present? What would you be able to do differently than what you're doing now? Would you have more energy? Would you be maybe pursuing new activities, new hobbies? Would you be interacting differently with your family, your friends, your coworkers, and just, living an upgraded life that feels good, and you're not simply trying to survive life. You're not trying to just get through each day, but you wake up with a purpose and just excited to start the day, and not worrying about your energy and your digestive challenges and all those things that could get in the way of you being the person you're meant to be and fulfilling the purpose that you have in this life. We all have a purpose, and sometimes you might need support of a coach like myself to figure out, what is my purpose? Where am I wanting to go? Where am I now? And how am I going to get from here to where I want to be ultimately? What steps need to take place for me to get there? Coaching is a lot about clarity, getting clarity for yourself. And with all the information out there, I realize, and I know I've experienced it myself, there can be an overwhelm that happens where you don't know where to turn. There's so much information, and you're just feeling stuck and overwhelmed. That's also where a coach like myself comes in. I help to simplify information. I help to present it in a way that it's real and it's genuine and you understand it, so that you can take it and apply it much more quickly than if you were doing all the research on your own and experimenting essentially with yourself, which is what I did a lot of during my health journey. So if you have any questions, feel free to post in the comments below. Once this video is all done, you can still comment on the video. And I am wishing all of you a wonderful holiday season. Make sure that you take time for yourself. It can get very crazy and busy with all of the things we think we should be doing, shopping, buying gifts, and the list goes on and on of the things that we feel we should be doing or might need to do in preparation for the holidays, getting ready for company. So just really stop and take deep breaths and take moments for yourself to reflect and say, if not in the next few weeks, starting with 2018, what are you looking to improve upon in 2018? And then what supports do you need to be successful so that those goals don't kind of slip out of the picture and you're kind of back to square one again. Life can be short, and my philosophy is, why not make the most of life and be feeling your very best instead of just kind of chugging along and just trying to survive. So have a wonderful weekend, and I hope to see some comments on this video. Enjoy the video, guys. Take care.